Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews. I'm going to be reviewing Altered Carbon Season 2. This season was a little better than the second season. Anthony Mackie did a very good job as Takeshi Kovacs. And I gotta say, going into this one, it's as if the other one never happened, or it's the wait never happened. I absolutely love the story of how his long-lost love that he's been searching for 30 years news has finally resurfaced of where she was. Turns out she is alive because she was kept alive by his sister Raylene from Season 1, who tried to kill him afterward. And, he gets put into a sleeve that's Anthony Mackie's sleeve, because he's been running around different sleeves. Now, for those of you who don't know what Altered Carbon is, I suggest you watch it. It's definitely not for kids. I mean, this has sexual content, nudity, and all. But a sleeve is basically a human body. And a stack is a living chip that holds all of your memories and your life. And they put it right in the back of your neck into your spine, so that your brain can interface and whatnot, or so that the brain can interface and whatnot. Now, Anthony Mackie's, or the sleeve that's Anthony Mackie, he's actually an upgraded military sleeve, and Yeager from the first season that Takeshi Kovacs is commanding officer from SeaTac is also back, but it takes a while to find the reveal, or to get to the reveal. But all in all, this story was very well put together. It was very well told. The casting was great. Now, there are going to be some extremists out there who say it was woke because of the lesbianism in the show. No, it was not, folks. Because a lot of people misidentify what identity politics is. If you are pushing it in our face, reminding the people every 5 seconds that a person is gay or black or whatever, that is woke. That is SJW nonsense. In this show, you get a few references that she's gay, a few reminders, but they're spaced out. And it's done organically. They don't they don't continue to say, I'm a lesbian or this or that. So, yeah, they have representation done right in Altered Carbon Season 2. And that is a wonderful thing when it is done right. Because nobody feels uncomfortable, nobody feels like they're being preached to, nobody feels like they're being insulted by Hollywood. And that is wonderful. And I gotta say, a quick side note, I want to give all respect to Anthony Mackie, because he said during an interview for Altered Carbon Season 2, but they also asked him about the Captain America role that in Falcon and Winter Soldier, he's going to eventually become Captain America. And he says, yes, I'm going to be a black Captain America, but this Captain America is going to represent everybody as a country. We're not black Americans, we're not white Americans, we're not Hispanic American, we're not this or that. We're American. And I gotta say, I am glad Anthony Mackie said that. It shows that I can respect this man's views and agree with them, and that is a wonderful thing, because he is basically speaking the truth. We're all Americans. We shouldn't be defined by our skin color. We shouldn't be defined by our race or gender or creed or whatever. None of that should be what defines us as a people. So yes, to Anthony Mackie, thank you for saying that in an interview, man. You basically just won against the Hollywood narrative, but you know what? You are going against the Hollywood narrative in this case is exactly what's needed, because what they are trying to push with the identity politics and stuff, it's only seeking to further divide. But back to the season 2 review. Objectively, I will give this entire season, it was only 8 episodes, I will give it a 4 out of 5. I mean, there could have been a lot of things that, or there was a lot of things that were done well, but there were a couple of things that could have been done better. I definitely will say that out of subjective, it's a 5.5 because I did like the first season of Altered Carbon. The story, the concept, all of that is very impressive and it's very interesting. And I hope that a lot of people will check out this show because it is, honestly, it's a very good show. It really is. I mean, does it have its flaws? Sure. Some of the acting was kind of rigid in season 2. But that could have been from the character perspective or not. I also like how they brought the original actor who plays Takeshi Kovacs. He played in Elektra. He also plays in Hawaii Five-0. I can't remember his name to save the life of me. But they bring him back to fight against Tak, as they call him, Takeshi Tak. And he has to learn, because this version of Tak that is brought back did not go through Takeshi's life after or from the beginning of Altered Carbon season 1. This was this was one that wasn't backed up on the array, so to speak. He was kept on ice for basically 300 years, where the other one was 250 years or something like that. And that's Takeshi, the one that we know from season 1. He lived all the experiences. This was the one that happened before he became an envoy, so he doesn't know all the training and all that stuff. So he has to learn what happened and why the other Takeshi Kovacs did what he did. And he does. And eventually he does turn. Which is good because it shows you that he is indeed willing to go into that path, or go back onto that path. And that is also a very cool thing. I like Poe, but Poe started to deteriorate because they shot him with a virus in the first season. Poe is an AI of the Raven Hotel. You know, a lot of Edgar Allan Poe references for that, or from that character. And he meets a female AI that was known as Dig 301, who became Annabelle Lee from Poe's work, the poem. And it has a wonderful ending. I will not tell you exactly what happens, but most of the stuff that I did reveal, I mean, except for the Jaeger drop, that is a bit of a spoiler. Most of the stuff is from the trailers that you could find. But overall, showgoer, this is a definite 5 out of 5 if you are a fan of the Altered Carbon universe. I absolutely loved this show. The second season is slightly better than the first because it just really shows just how far somebody's willing to go for love. And that is a beautiful thing. Anyway, folks, that is the video. Y'all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Show the love by smashing that like button. And help get my channel out there. Help bring more support and whatnot to this channel. Anyway, folks, leave your comments down below what you thought of our Altered Carbon Season 2. If you have seen all 8 episodes. If you haven't, finish them up. They're very good. Anyway, folks, this has been Orange Hat Reviews. Catch y'all on the next one.